Tray testing audio level. Tray testing audio level. Alright, audio levels sound great. Alright everyone, hello! And good afternoon, good evening, wherever you hail from. Today we are going to resume more Soul Calibur 6. I don't know if I'll be able to beat it today, seeing as how these things, there are some that take long, some that don't, so, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. But, in the meantime, we are going to resume more. So, on a technicality, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, okay, so I have 10 people left. Okay, so I have 10 characters left that I need to get through. Okay, well, we did Cassandra. So Grow and Aswell took a really long time, and they did also Cassandra as well. So, with Cassandra, Aswell, and Grow done, let's do Sophia to complete the sisters. Alright, here we go. The Holy Warrior's Task, Sophia 1.
Sophia was a baker's daughter, chosen by the gods to become a holy warrior. Given the order to destroy Soul Edge, she set out on a quest that would eventually lead her to the sword's wielder, Cervantes. In a fearsome battle, she was able to destroy one of the swords. Though successful in her quest, shards of the cursed sword pierced her body, causing severe injuries. Her life was saved by the ninja, Taki, whereupon she returned to her homeland to recuperate. The days passed peacefully, until one day.
So nice to have you back, my sister. You had me worried for a while.
Sorry, I had no choice.
I could never bring in the customers like you. Well, you're back now, so that's all that matters.
Yeah.
Sis?
My chest!
Sis? Are you okay?
So many lives lost. Soul Edge?
Is something the matter?
It's my sister.
Oh, this doesn't look good. You should rest.
Thank you.
Sis.
Sophia 2, the god of smithing, speaks. The young man gave his name Rothion, who worked as a swordsmith in the neighboring town. His chance meeting with Sophia blossomed into a relationship, and then a promise to marry. But when they went to the temple to inform Hephaestus of their felicitous news, the god did not reply with words of blessing, but with ambition for Sophia instead.
Sophia. You fulfilled your mission well, and I am eternally grateful. However, your power is required once more.
Almighty Hephaestus.
You weakened Soul Edge, but it is regaining its power and will soon pose a threat once more.
I had a feeling this day would come.
The cursed sword's presence grows ever stronger. Since finding a new wielder, it has spread its evil far and wide across the land. I shall bestow upon you the power to cleanse evil, so that you may free those who have fallen victim to it.
I understand.
But, oh, Mighty One, if you need the aid of your followers, choose me instead, for her sake. I beg you to use me in her place.
Rothion, You are a blacksmith. You shall produce arms befitting her task. I shall grant you the iron of the gods.
Please, Rothion, assist me in my battle.
Very well, Sophitia.
Very well, very well. Alright. Sophitia 3, time to depart. Rothian was coming close to completing Sophitia's arms, though he knew this was also meant that she would soon be embarking on her journey. While heading to the temple to pray for her safe passage, Sophitia encountered a man hailing from the east. For some reason, she felt stirrings of faith, but put those feelings aside to prepare for her quest.
I never did ask that young man his name, but he carries the burden of fate on his shoulders.
Oh,
I
right,
feel
this is
as
where
though
they
this
met.
is the start of something big.
Oh, right, that was Keelik. I forgot about that.
Sophitia, it took me some time. But I finally finished. I made this all for you.
Thank you, Rothion.
Try everything and see if it feels right. I may not be a worthy opponent for a disciple of the gods, but I shall do my best.
Sophitia versus Rothion. I should have just called him
Battle
Rothion.
1. Fight!
Wait!
Let's begin.
Oh, jeez. I wonder how I do that. Oh, God, what was that move?
KO!
Wow. KO indeed. Got him.
Battle 2. Fight!
There! Excuse me! There!
Good kick there. Ow.
KO!
Very interesting, sword
Battle
play.
3. Fight!
My resolve will never falter!
God, what a stab. What kind of a kick was that?
Huh?
Good God, multi-stab.
KO!
Got him. Sorry,
With
Rothion,
this
but
weapon, I can fight on!
and I win.
Amazing! It feels so light. It's even better than the battle gear I was bestowed with last time.
Glad to hear it. You know, I really wish you didn't have to go alone.
Fear not. I have your arms and armor to protect me. Will you pray for me?
Of course. I'll pray for your safe return.
Rothion.
Oh. Sophitia 4, A Journey to Cleanse the Soul. Charged with an important mission by the gods, Sophitia steeled her resolve and embarked on her journey. This time, however, the road ahead was even more perilous than before. Still, she forged an on pursuit of Soul Edge, rescuing those overtaken by evil along the way, while also purifying the earth saturated with it.
How awful. Here too I find the ravages of the cursed sword.
I thirst. Blood! Give me your blood!
I cannot give you my blood, but I can end your thirst.
What are you talking about?
Do not be afraid.
Silence!
Do not be afraid. Battle fight.
Battle 1. Fight!
Excuse me!
Got him!
Was
Boosh!
that too much? Hiya! Yeah!
Oh god, kicked right in the kisser.
Forgive me. Don't get up.
God, Lee, man, that is just ridiculous. Oh, so there's that. Oh god, and the
Meet your maker.
KO!
kick.
Battle 2. Fight!
Oh God!
Good lord, what a... I missed.
Oh God! There!
Gotcha. You on guard, you fool
God.
boosh.
Battle 3. Fight!
My resolve will never falter! Oh God! Purifying light! Pardon me.
Oh, so I don't even get an extra attack. Huh, interesting.
Again! Fall!
Oh god! I'm gonna ring out! No, don't do it!
Here!
Got him! Boosh!
How's that?
Alright, we take those.
Shh, it's okay. Be still now. You must have been in agony. The evil has dissipated. You have nothing to fear.
Thank you so much.
Think nothing of it. I hope I may help even but one more in your state. I know the evil must be destroyed at its roots, but how can I right now?
Sophia 5, Ripples of Evil. Sophia was determined to cleanse as many from evil as was humanly possible. However, those consumed by it often became formidable enemies who stood in the way of her mission. Fiercely combative warriors with techniques sharpened on the field of countless battles. These foes proved an astonishingly imposing threat.
I'll kill you!
Have I met my match?
Maybe you should submit!
No, never!
It's just one guy, Sophia, come on!
Battle 1. Fight!
Wait,
Yeah! Hiya! Yeah!
I wanna know how you do that jumping. That. Oh, was that it?
Ha! Yeah! Say!
Oh!
Say! There! Yeah! Say! Ha! Oh God!
Boom! Got him!
Say! Hiya! Hiya! Yeah! Here! Yeah!
Got a kick! That kick will do it!
Battle 2. Fight!
Say! Ha!
I wanna know how you do that. Got him! Boosh! Got him!
There!
KO!
Oh God!
Got him!
Battle 3. Fight!
Yeah! Boom! Oh God!
Got him!
Purifying light! Pardon me. Say! My resolve will never falter!
Oh god, good hit on you, dude.
Say!
Okay, dude. Let's all calm down now.
I cannot
Boosh!
lose yet! Yeah! Oh God! Forgive me.
Boosh! I'll take that win. Thank you. Ba ba da ba ba.
What have I done? Please, forgive me.
No need for forgiveness. I am here to save all from evil.
I lost to Nightmare, and then...
Nightmare?
Yes. The wielder of a powerful sword, the Azure Knight. I faced Nightmare in order to protect my homeland, but my challenge was in vain. Why? Why did he leave without killing me? After that, I grew unable to resist the temptation to do evil.
Please be still. Rest, Nightmare. He is the cause of all this horror. That is where Soul Edge must be.
So wait. Oh, that's right. Cervantes had a piece of the sword. Got it. So PTS 6, Chasing Shadows. Once the rumors of a knight with a great sword had faded into obscurity, they were soon replaced by unverified stories from people who claimed to have seen Nightmare. So Pete decided to continue her search for the knight with the large sword.
Nightmare was supposed to be based in Ostrensburg, but when I went there, Soul Edge's master was gone. I thought it was because Soul Edge had been destroyed by another. But if Nightmare still has the cursed sword, then he cannot be allowed free reign. Even with so little information, I cannot give up my search. Besides, my mission to save people from evil has not changed. Almighty Hephaestus, protect me.
Oh, right. So this is where she meets Yoshimitsu, 17-7, or Sophia 7. Intermingling fates. Finally, after a long journey, Sophia happened upon the knight with the great sword who was said to possess Soul Edge.
Are you Nightmare?
Don't call me that!
If you are Nightmare, then I must defeat you.
I expected as much.
And then I must destroy Soul Edge.
Soul Edge is not here.
Do you know where I can find it? I know the road you walk is long and arduous. However, I can cleanse you of evil, and maybe even save you.
Stop!
If you really are not Nightmare,
Leave me be!
I want to save you.
There is no turning back.
Siegfried? Holy cow. Alright. My first encounter with Siegfried.
Battle 1. Fight!
Oh my word.
I do this for your sake too.
I don't need a savior!
Well, apparently you don't, because I'm getting my stuff pushed in.
Fall! Hiya! Here! Hup! Say! Say! Say!
What a stab.
Forgive me!
Two!
Wow, he got a whole lot of whiff of that. Oh, jeez. Oh, God. The command grab.
Useless!
Oh, so...
No way! Oh my!
Oh, so is that move a counter?
For your
Not give
sins.
up! Nonsense!
Open
The
your
kick!
eyes! Ha!
Not yet!
Oh my! Hiya! Here!
KO!
Ooh. God, stabbed him in the neck.
Battle 2. Fight!
Yeah! Say! Hiya! Say! Hup! Say! No way! Hiya! See ya!
Gotcha!
Hiya! Yeah!
Ooh, got him with the counter.
Not again! This ends
Oh, God. Oh.
Yeah, kid! This ends now!
God, all right, what's up with the chain grab? Oh, jeez, he did not care.
Oh my!
Boom! Got him!
Battle start. Fight.
My resolve will never falter. I can block it.
Oh! Land 20 impacts! Making an impact! Sweet! Got him!
Forgive me!
Oh god! Oh, I'm trying to guard it.
Oh, God.
Oh, whoop, that was a... Oh, wow, got him!
Flying light.
Hey-oh!
I shall pray for you.
Woohoo, beautiful! You win.
The evil is still present?
I'd forgotten what it was like to feel so at ease.
What are you?
Sorry. But you have my gratitude. Leave Soul Edge to me.
No, wait! I never found out his name. However, I had a feeling I had done what I was sent to do. Still, I know not if it is wise to leave everything in his hands. Almighty Hephaestus, hear my prayer. Please watch over him.
The names of the warriors whose fates were bound to the two
Oh,
swords
so Siegfried,
have been
let's
etched into the
go!
very
Man, maybe I should do
fibers of
Nightmare and
history.
Siegfried last. As much as I want to do Cervantes last, I think I'm gonna do Nightmare and Siegfried last. Ooh, very nice. All right, so wow, so BT was just 7 chapters. Jeez, okay. Well, all right, so there's that. So this is what I'll probably do. Since Geralt is the special guest here, I'll probably do Geralt third to last. Yeah, I think I want to do Geralt last or Geralt last. All right, so let's roll out. You know what? Zasamel looks like he's gonna be for a while. Let's do Zasamel. Zasalamel, prologue, Soul Edge.
Across all history, the truly strong remain shrouded deep in darkness, hidden from society. They carefully erase all traces of their existence, so that when later generations look back on history, it is as if they were never there. But sometimes, even the most perfect plans to erase one's tracks leave unexpected loose ends. This tome was one of those loose ends, left behind in charred ruins. What secrets lie within?
Right, and Soul Calibur.
Zasalamel created me. A banal way to begin a tome, but writing down one's own history in a book is strange enough to begin with. I began writing this as an indulgent pastime, so I may as well enjoy myself. Now, about the cursed sword known as Soul Edge. I intend to record its secrets in this very tome. However, I must exercise caution. A fitting end awaits all who seek the cursed sword. Some may laugh and call this an exaggeration. Should anyone who has held that sword ever read this tome, though, I'm certain they'll agree with me. The origin of Soul Edge is a mystery. Legend says it was once an ordinary sword, void of any power. But after fighting on countless battlefields, it gathered a great deal of negative power, until a curse fell upon it. That much is true. All who took Soul Edge in their hands became slaves to the blade, murdering until they bled their last drop of blood. That is why so few know of it, despite its appearances time and time again throughout history. Until, that is, an age long past, when there appeared a man with a mind powerful enough to resist the sword's control. He was known as the Hero King.
Oh, the Hero King. Zasalamel 2, Chapter 1, The Hero King, the dominating figures who wielded Soul Edge, the birth of Soul Calibur.
In that ancient age, great change came only through war. Thus, controlling Soul Edge meant ruling the world. The Hero King, being the man he was, one could say it was inevitable that he would bring peace to this warring world. I won't record the Hero King's name here. Someday I may decide the time is right to reveal it, but that time isn't now. It is said the Hero King lost Soul Edge due to his jealous son. After the Hero King killed his son, the spirit sword Soul Calibur was born from the remnants of the cursed sword. Indeed, the cursed sword and the spirit sword both come from the very same steel. While the name Soul Edge is known to a select few, the name Soul Calibur is known to almost no one. There is a reason the Spirit Sword was never revealed to the world. Some say the Hero King created the Spirit Sword, but the truth is that the Hero King risked his life and failed. Those who would carry on the dead king's wish and perfect Soul Calibur were to come later. They were known as the Guardians of the Spirit Sword. Like a thief in the night, they took the Spirit Sword and withdrew into the dark recesses of history. They told others of the Hero King's Spirit Sword, and that they were going into hiding to both prevent Soul Calibur from being used for evil, and to prepare for the threat of Soul Edge.
Okay, so then I wonder what explains how it became part of Shanghua. Zasalamel 3, Chapter 2, The Able Organization, the king who laid his hands on the Spirit Sword. Man, I'm loving this.
The Guardians of the Spirit Sword only entrust Soul Calibur to a select few. One recent example was a king from medieval Europe. Born in Britain, the king used the Spirit Sword to rule a large swath of Europe. I'm skeptical as to whether the king ever truly existed, but assuming the tales are true, he was somehow connected with the Guardians of the Spirit Sword, from whom he received the blade. Also, it would be reasonable to assume the king fought with the one who possessed the cursed sword and won. After the king's death, though, no one knows what happened to the Spirit Sword. Perhaps we should assume it eventually found its way back to the Guardians of the Spirit Sword. But it should be noted that their power had dwindled greatly by that time. At the same time, there were those who awaited the second coming of the king. On the eve of the king's passing, a loyal knight set forth to find the Spirit Sword and restore the crown. That was the start of the secret society known as the Aval Organization. They hid themselves well for a considerably long period of time. Not even I learned of their inner workings until quite recently. Sworn to the late king, the Aval Organization sought the Spirit Sword and secretly assassinated all whom they deemed outsiders, those who were aligned with the Cursed Sword or did harm to humankind. A deeper look, however, reveals there was some unrest hidden below the organization's seemingly unshakable exterior.
Jeez. Chapter 3, The Evil Seed, the Cursed Sword Quickening and its Discharge of Power.
After slumbering in the shadows of history, Soul Edge was awakened by the pirate Cervantes de Leon. Cervantes attacked the ship of one who had won Soul Edge at an auction. He stole the cursed sword and became its puppet. Soul Edge changes its form depending on its wielder. When Cervantes took up the cursed sword, it transformed into 2 blades. And after nearly 30 years of slumber, it caused that terrible catastrophe. Cervantes and the cursed sword were defeated by a female warrior, and one of the blades was destroyed. Shattering without coming in contact with the spirit sword was a first for Soul Edge. Immediately afterwards, the evil seed occurred. The evil within Soul Edge was unleashed upon the entire world. Why did the evil seed occur? What havoc did it wreak where it landed? Not even I have any way of discerning this. But one thing is certain. Ever since that day, the cursed sword's malfested kin have been swiftly multiplying. What does it mean to be malfested? It's extremely hard to define, for the resulting phenomena are so varied. There are those who undergo monstrous transformations, while others look no different from ordinary humans at first glance. In addition to humans, some animals have experienced transformations as well. Common traits of the malfested include heightened fighting instincts and violent tendencies. Some become beasts, hungry only for slaughter, while others use strategy to entrap powerful foes. But they all slip into towns and cities, seeking blood under the cover of darkness. Sometime after the evil seed, the Azure Knight Nightmare appeared. Rumors said he possessed Soul Edge, and his string of indiscriminate murder seemed to agree with this. Personally, I was also interested in discovering this knight's true identity. I then received news that the Aval organization had encountered him and were defeated. It intrigued me that there seemed to be someone in their organization deeply interested in the evil seed.
Very, very interesting. Zasan 5, Chapter 4, The 3 Sacred Treasures, Ling Xing Shu and the Evil Seed. Hey, it's just a story
While
time!
Soul Edge has appeared constantly throughout history, Soul Calibur's whereabouts are still shrouded in mystery. In time, I lost interest and gave up trying to search for any traces of it. But after resuming my search later, I found that it had been taken to a temple in the east at some point. With it were taken a staff able to absorb all manner of energy, and a mirror capable of purifying evil. These sacred treasures were used to create Soul Calibur and amplify its power. No one knows what had happened to the Guardians of the Spirit Sword, but they must have met with ruin, losing the Spirit Sword and their other treasures. As for the temple, it later became Ling Sheng Su, a famous martial arts dojo that worshipped the Spirit Sword and the other weapons as the 3 Sacred Treasures. But now the Spirit Sword is no longer there. The evil seed deeply affected Ling Sheng Su, and most likely caused it to attract evil energy. Its martial arts students were soon overcome by madness and battle lust, and ended up killing each other. The temple fell in a single night. Therefore, no one knows what happened to the Spirit Sword. Only one student of Ling Sheng Su survived. While the survivor didn't possess Soul Calibur, there was clearly merit in looking into him. What powers did he possess? What could he accomplish? I was deeply intrigued.
Zasalamel intrigued in Keelik. Chapter 5, The Necromancer, the man whose sin would weigh forever on his heart.
I only started writing this tome as a pastime. But in order to give it a clear perspective, I must reveal my identity. I was once one of the guardians of the Spirit Sword. The precepts of the Guardians were very strict, one of which stated no Guardian may ever touch Soul Calibur. But in my younger days, I failed to properly suppress my urges. When the others discovered my designs, they broke my arms and banished me.
Oh, Jesus!
Amid my despair, I searched for a way to survive. What I discovered was the art of reincarnation. After a long period of training, I mastered the secrets contained within this lost wisdom. I reincarnated myself over and over again, and became an entity that could transcend generations. At first, I didn't realize the price I would have to pay for eternal life. For every time I reincarnated, I experienced the pain of death. It felt like my soul was being crushed. It is hard to put such pain and suffering in words. Indeed, I hadn't managed to completely escape death. No matter what one may accomplish in life, death remains inescapable. My bodies have lain in countless graves, but my soul will never rest in peace. So it was that I came to yearn for the final eternal death I could never have. And such desire began to corrupt my everlasting life. Gradually, I began to seek out death itself.
So right, that was his entire premise in Soul Calibur 3, was that he wanted to seek out death, because he couldn't die. The man who laid his hands on the cursed sword.
That was 1,000 years ago. My desire for death was at its peak. That longing for true death led me to even take hold of Soul Edge. Wisdom, power, battle lust. In those days, I felt I could do anything. But when it was over, I was forced to confront just how prideful I had been. As a puppet of the cursed sword, I kept fighting to my last breath. And for what? I fought in an age of endless war that spanned the world, all to establish a certain dynasty. That is all I'll say on the matter. I've lived as every type of person. Old, young, man, woman. But I've never felt as much joy as when I wielded that power. However, not even the cursed sword could free me from the chains of samsara. And so I died, and was born again into this world.
Oh, okay. Oh. Jiminy Christmas. Okay. Well, wait, how do I get to Zasamil down there over there? Okay. The Zasamil is just like... Okay, weird. Zasamil is weird. Okay, well, I mean, that's that, I guess. Okay, well, alright, well, let's go to Huang. Savior in the Shadows. So I did some research on Wong, and Wong was actually one of the characters from the original Soul Calibur game. And then he was replaced by Young Sung.
Darkness envelops the moonless night. One man's blade flashes like lightning, his spirit a raging storm. From the shadows, he cuts through the darkness.
All right. Everything looks good here. I am bored to tears out.
Sorry. I just need you to take a little nap.
Jesus.
Concealment talisman's damaged. Was there a magical barrier? Well, it got me this far. The talisman indicates I'm close. Now's my chance.
Ooh, Huang.
Lord Gabak, our country needs you! Bring us the Sword of Salvation and free our people!
Beloved compatriots of the Society of Salvation, as you are no doubt aware, our homeland is in great peril. Only we Westerners and the Society of Salvation can save it. Fortunately, I know where Soul Edge, the Sword of Salvation, lies.
Oh? Then that means...
The day we attain this great power is close at hand, but your assistance is needed. I, Juan Gabak, solemnly swear to make your dreams of salvation a reality. Now pray to the medium to lend us your strength.
Spare nothing for the glory of our nation!
Who in the world? Right.
What is this light? My body. It's burning. Must kill. What's going on? Help!
Jesus.
Good! Good! Now go forth and kill! Harvest more souls for the fragments of Soul Edge. All who remain able-bodied shall help save this land. Kill, and kill some more! Cleanse this land of filth.
Jesus, this
You
guy's
sure
gone
do
mad.
love a spectacle. What will you do if a high-ranking Westerner catches wind of this?
Relax. My magic is keeping us hidden. No one will find us here. Though it would seem someone has found us. Who's there? Oh, it's only you. You hardly qualify as high-ranking. But, threat or not, you won't leave this place alive. Prepare to die.
Guess I have to fight.
Alright, Huang. Alright, let's do it. I have no choice but to fight.
Fight! Looks like I'm late. But I won't let you harm anyone else.
Oh, jeez.
You're mine! Desolation!
Whoosh! What in the world was that? Dude, I love his design. Alright, Huang.
Fight!
Fight! Cease! Cease!
Okay.
Come
Got
at
him.
me while you can!
KO! If only I had gotten here sooner.
Wow, I just like put that guy down.
So, you can wield talismans as well as you can a sword. You're either working for a monk or are one yourself. No matter, your talisman magic is no match for the great Gabak. Flash of flame, scorching land, howling inferno at my command. Manifest and come to my aid!
Is he summoning Inferno?
His spells are powerful, but I can handle them.
Now, with my conflagration spell keeping you at bay, it's time...
Roaring wind!
Ah! It burns! Why you?
Alright, Gabba. Let's do it. Oh.
Gotcha. Farewell.
Alright, see ya.
He was good. I see now it was the fragments he was after.
Shame on you, Sword of Cursed Flames. You know I can't fight well here.
Apologies, Princess. Things will go more smoothly next time. At least they should.
It's fine. I must admit I'm enjoying myself.
Princess, huh? Alright. Oh. Where are we?
I've returned, Royal Inspector.
There's no need for titles. I've been retired for some time now. Please, call me Su Hyun. So, how did it go?
I wrapped the fragments in talismans as you instructed. There are 3 in total. With these, I believe I have atoned for my past.
Indeed, fine work. I will excise these fragments and prepare them for the Mirror of Evil's bane in these ruins. And the talismans I provided you were useful?
Very. They'll no doubt help me contend with those fiends.
I see. Then it may finally be time for you to venture west. Here, take these new talismans. I'm afraid there aren't many. I am no expert in talisman magic, so imbuing them with profound power is bone-breaking work. Even the convenient ones take time to prepare.
Thank you very much. I'll put these to good use.
Do not use them with reckless abandon, particularly the Talisman of Iron Will. That talisman temporarily affords you a great deal of power, but the stronger the adept, the more it takes. Given your skills, it will no doubt drain you of your life. You would do well to remember that, Huang Songyong. After all, you have already died once before.
Oh, interesting. It's gonna be a flashback. Huang Tu, clouds of suspicion. Huang Yong, or oh my god, Huang Suang Guang was long fought bravely for the safety of his country and the people he holds dear. His two quests for the Soul Edge, the so-called Sword of Salvation, had made him a national hero. His exploits spun into heroic sagas. After returning to Korea from abroad, he takes up his Coast Guard position again while tracking Soul Edge. However, the information he uncovers troubles him. Fraught with doubt, he makes for Songdozhang, his home away from home, to seek the counsel of his master Song Huangmiang. What comprises the human heart? Is it holy light or is it darkness blacker than stormy skies? Oh, wait, that's a paragraph and a half. All right.
I haven't been back to Jirisan in some time now.
Oh!
Was it here they wanted me to wait? It was also many moons ago that I brought Mina here, to Master. I wonder if she's still as scrappy as she's always been.
Wait, these two know each other?
Well, if it isn't the esteemed Sir Huang Song-gyong, then for whom might you be waiting?
Oh, I was told to wait here for... Mina, you sounded like a completely different person.
Caught you off guard, huh? You wouldn't be the first to act so surprised. Come on, we can catch up while we walk.
So, I guess you've been keeping up with your studies?
That's right. I've been going over the 4 books and 5 classics again. I never used to like that stuff, but it really got me thinking.
It's so weird. She's so
I should really treat
beautiful.
my father with more respect. I've caused him a lot of trouble.
I never thought I'd hear you, of all people, say something like that.
Hey! What's that supposed to mean? I also figure if I start buckling down more, maybe my father will turn a blind eye when I need him to.
There's the Mina I remember.
There's the Dojang. Okay, I should probably put my formal layers back on. Hey, that reminds me. Remember Yun Song? He's come a long way.
Yun Song is here! Is he really here?
Thank you for taking the time to see me, Master.
No need to thank me. I very much enjoy these periodic visits. Thank you, Mina, for escorting Huang here. Now then.
I'll prepare a cup of the citron tea you're so fond of. With that, I leave you two to your conversation.
Huang, I must thank you for all that you've done for Mina. It seems that second trip away from home has changed her for the better. I have you to thank for that.
Actually, the second journey might have done us both a world of good.
Many suitors have visited us, asking for Mina's hand in marriage. As her father, well, we haven't time for that today. Please, tell me more about what troubles you.
Thank you. I wanted to talk to you about the Sword of Salvation, Soul Edge.
Huang's mind reeled as he thought back on his second journey. Much of the information he risked his life to gather centered around one sword. Those seeking longevity call it the key to eternal youth. Those craving wealth know it as the treasure of kings. And to those defending their homeland, it is the Sword of Salvation.
The veracity of this information, however, is unclear.
What are you suggesting, Huang? No. Say no more.
Master, do you think the Soul Edge might actually be the Sword of Salvation?
But it isn't. Huang 3, Servant of Salvation. On his second journey, Huang unearthed some disquieting information and all points to the one conclusion. Soul Edge is no salvation, but the sword of destruction instead. However, revealing that suspicion is far too dangerous in a country ravaged with both internal power struggles and foreign aggression. And yet consumed as Huang is by his homeland's plight, he doesn't notice the evil lurking right beside him, waiting to grab hold. To accomplish great things, sacrifices must be made. The only question is, who will be the sacrifice?
I now see what has you so troubled. You are aware of the power struggle between Easterners and Westerners, yes?
I am. Rumors of the Sword of Salvation spread among the Westerners, but Easterners have rejected it.
Indeed. Many Westerners are fervently searching for Soul Edge as we speak. They were the ones who suggested His Majesty's search for it.
And I was among those tasked with seeking it out.
We of the Songdo-Zhong have chosen not to take sides, allowing us to remain independent and unaffected by such political squabbles. But given that my friend and your compatriot Yi Sun-Shin is an Easterner, we may soon find ourselves embroiled in this dangerous struggle.
No doubt my misgivings about the Sword of Salvation will draw attention as well.
The fighting has only worsened in recent years. Chong Chol, the leader of the Westerners, would purge all in his way if given the chance.
This is no time to start a civil war.
You have always been selfless, keen to serve others. But now is not the time to throw caution to the wind.
But we can't let this conflict consume our homeland. I have to...
Huang, you must learn to do what's best for yourself. If Mina is capable of such change, then so are you.
I'm sorry to put you through this, Mina.
The citron tea's gotten cold. I brought Father some, but maybe I'll just drink this one myself. Forgive me, Wong. I couldn't help it over here.
It's okay. Perhaps I do need to change.
Well, I think you'll be fine either way. But if you ask me, you shouldn't change to fit someone else's idea of you. I mean, people change if and when they feel it's necessary. That's the one thing I didn't learn from you.
Mina,
Oh, here! I brought some yakwa. Try some.
Thanks. It's sweet. Very soft.
I know, right? I made them myself. All that talk of Westerners got me thinking. Do you know anything about the Society of Salvation?
No, I can't say that I do.
When a Westerner named Juan Gabak tried to sweet-talk me, he mentioned something about knowing how to make full use of the Soul Edge.
Oh, so this is
Juan Gabak told Mina that the Society of Salvation formed in just the past year. It's comprised primarily of young Westerners. It seems the Society possesses jewels connected to the Sword of Salvation. Rumor has it, a medium channels the jewel's power to aid followers in their quest for the sword. For what purposes the Society wields this power, or how they intend to use the Sword of Salvation, remains a mystery to those outside their ranks.
Interesting.
Juan Gabak, huh? Sometimes I forget Mina isn't a child anymore. Men are courting her now. That Society of Salvation you mentioned sounds a lot like a group called the Qualifiers I ran into once. They were undone by their own nefarious ways, but the Society's plans are yet in motion. Who's there?
You're Songgyang Huang, aren't you? I am called Oct. Pleasure to meet you.
What is a child like you doing out alone at this hour?
Worried about me, are you? That's cute. 1 week from today, the Society of Salvation will gather in the royal capital. A national hero like you would be more than welcome to attend.
Is this some sort of trap? Probably worth a look, even if it is.
Okay, so all of this is just flashback. Interesting. Wow. Oh, the cursed flame. Alright, so hold on, let me check and see. Was that all, like, flashback stuff? Oh, yeah, it, like, sure was. Okay, so it's like, it's going backwards. Got it. Got it. Alright. Oh, the cursed flame. A dark shadow has fallen over the capital city, a society of salvation. Despite their seemingly fitting name, it becomes clear that they pose a threat to the entire country, so Wang Gong slips into one of their gatherings to investigate. Hiding his face beneath the mask, Wang jumps straight into the shadowy turmoil. Fire burns away all, even the past.
So this is what a gathering looks like. A crowd this big should keep me hidden.
Look! It's Lord Gabok! Shh! He's about to speak!
Beloved compatriots of the Society of Salvation, thank you for meeting in such troubling times. Rest assured that we Westerners and the Society at large remain undaunted. For the Sword of Salvation would ensure we emerge from this crisis victorious.
So that's one Gabak. He doesn't act like a typical government official.
And to that end, we have a very special guest. Someone you all know well. I am, of course, speaking of the hero who traveled the world and back twice in search of Soul Edge. Hwang Song-kyung!
What?
It seems the young warrior is hiding. Perhaps he doesn't do well in front of crowds. Fear not. Our medium will divine his location with these jewels. A task far simpler than finding the Sword of Salvation.
That's the child I saw earlier. What's going on here?
There you are. I have you.
What the? I feel weak.
What is this?
Behold, a simple feat. Here you are standing before us. However, roaring skies, trembling soil, wailing souls on this mortal coil, manifest and come to my aid. Not standing anymore, are you? A pleasure to meet you, Hwang Song-kyung. I am Gabak, Sword of Cursed Flames. But soon you'll have no need to remember that.
What the world?
Curse you. What have you done to these people?
I've used the fragments of Soul Edge to absorb their souls. Just as you predicted, that sword houses an incredible evil.
I'm going to put a stop to you.
You're too late. But don't worry, I need you alive. You're going to murder high-ranking members of the Westerner faction. Then we'll blame the Easterners, and everyone will be purged. Heroes, officials, the military, all who stand in our way.
You're insane if you think I'd do that.
Oh, you will do it. Once the seed of evil I've planted in you blooms, you'll become my own personal assassin.
Digging the music.
What's happening? I'm losing control.
Wong, no!
Oh, yes, I nearly forgot. I'll have you kill that arrogant girl as well. I couldn't eat for a week after the blow she dealt me.
Me? Nah.
No! You are to never touch me!
That's her. She dared to deceive me, you see.
She hasn't changed after all. Well, if I have to change, then I'm doing it on my own terms!
Jesus Christ, Wong just killed himself?
Turned his blade on himself, did he? Well, heroes certainly know how to die in style, don't they? Now, to reduce this place to ashes and make our escape.
Okay. Wow. That was... So... Okay, so now where is this? Okay, so basically we're going backwards in time of what actually happened. Okay, got it. Secret Royal Inspector. Having fallen into the society's trap, the hero of Korea begins to transform into a raging beast. In a desperate effort to fight the evil threatening to overtake him, he raises his own sword high and drives it deep in his own chest. But they twisted... Be they twisted villains or valiant heroes, thank you. I had a stroke during that sentence. All mortals are equal before death, but it seems even destiny takes breaks.
Where am I?
It's only natural you still ache. After 3 months of healing, you still haven't fully recovered.
3 months?
Your wounds were nearly fatal. It's a miracle
Hello,
you've
Don't
recovered
Die
this
Miles!
quickly.
How are you doing
Thanks
today?
go to your parents for giving you such a strong constitution. But now is not the time for rest. You must learn to master talismans and the basics of Taoist magic.
Master... spells?
Correct. You'll be contending with otherworldly entities like Gabak. Using ordinary techniques will only end in your defeat.
Do you know him? Gabak?
Of course. He brings our clan great shame and must be stopped at all costs. We share a common goal, you and I. Allow me to formally introduce myself. I am Won Soo-hyun, former secret royal inspector. Follow me. I am unable to leave the country. You will travel the world in my stead, in search of the Soul Edge fragments. It is your duty, as it was you who brought part of Soul Edge to this land.
But I'm doing good. I'm good.
Soo-hyun
I'm doing
regaled
good,
Wong
Miles.
with tales
Doing
of
good.
exploits,
Just, it's
Taoist
freaking hot
methodology,
and just
talismans.
trying to cool off. Huh.
He learned that Soul Edge is a cursed blade, often
Oh my
called the
goodness!
Sword of Destruction.
Thank you.
It feeds
Thank you
on
for the
souls of
thank you for the
men.
follow, Miles. Thank you,
Now
thank you,
shattered,
thank you.
its fragments were scattered the world over. What few Huang recovered fell back into Gabok's hands. Gabok intended to plunge Korea into chaos, using the power of the fragments, then gather as many souls as he could to complete Soul Edge.
I see. I had no idea I brought such calamity to our land.
You're not to blame. The fragments are practically powerless on their own, but the Society of Salvation knows how to make proper use of Soul Edge. That said, the deeds accomplished on your journey were actually a great help to me.
They were?
Indeed. One of the travelers you helped is a most valuable ally of mine. Perhaps you don't remember?
After months of rigorous training, Su Hyun declares Huang's preparation complete. But the elderly monk took note of one last obstacle. The seed of evil planted in Huang's body. Should he come in contact with an evil aura strong enough, the seed would consume him.
The key to this final hurdle is the Mirror of Evil's Bane, found here in the ruins of Motian Pass. It is one of many reasons I am duty-bound to this land. You should, under the right conditions, be able to make use of its purifying power.
So that's why you've been protecting these ruins.
Indeed, they must never fall into the hands of Gabok and his ilk. At any rate, I only know what I've been told of the mirror, so I do not know precisely how it works. Still, if you gather enough fragments, you should be able to purge the evil from your body. However, you do not yet have the power to rid yourself of the seed. Here, take this talisman.
What is it?
It is a talisman of iron will. It drains some of your life to afford you immense strength for a short time. Evil can do you no harm while it is active. The stronger the adept, the more life it drains. If Gabok discovers this, I'm afraid you won't be able to defeat him. Fortunately for you, he thinks you are dead. It is for this reason that you must now fight as a faceless, nameless warrior.
So that's how it got his mask and everything. Okay. Oh.
You're right. I did indeed die back then. The man known as Hwang Sung-young is gone.
Does this trouble you?
No. I'm more focused than ever on the task at hand. My only concern is worrying those at the Songdojang. All the more reason to gather the Soul Edge fragments as quickly as possible.
Indeed. An ally of mine dwells where you are headed. Seek their aid should you need it.
Thank you, Suhyun. I'm off.
Okay, Huang. All right. Have fun. Oh man, Mal, I've been having a blast. Ever since I started this, ever since I've been doing this Soul Calibur journey through Soul Calibur 2, 3, and because I can't play 4, 5 because they're not on Steam or anything, I had to jump straight into 6. But 6's story has been so great. I love it. Huang 6, different land, same purpose. Huang should have been dead, yet his linked soul edge keeps him bound to this world. He is found by the Taoist monk Wan Sun-hyun, who employs him as the country's secret royal inspector in her place. With a new title, Huang sets off from his home country to Eastern Europe. Rumor has it that a cult there is gathering shards of her sword. Those who walk the bloody path cannot be stained. Path cannot but stain their hands in red.
This is the place.
Oh, you look like a traveler. We've got everything you might need. Drinks, provisions, souvenirs, the works.
These merchants have a secret phrase I learned on my previous journey. Has the Silver Maiden returned from the valley?
She hunted a rare beast not long ago. Care to take a closer look?
Yeah, I do.
Down the stairs in the back.
To think that Thegel Sestimus would hide one of their temples underneath a quiet town like this. It's not as big as the last one, but to build a place this size underground. It's leading me further in. The evil in it leaves no doubt. That burning smell. Is that smoke?
Intruders! Of all heretics have set fire to the temple!
Of all? Is that yet another group?
Oh, the Ava. Okay, the Ava organization.
I will cut you down!
Uh-oh. I thought my diversion would work, but it seems not all of you are fools.
So it was you who lit that fire. Didn't you think of the danger to those in the town above?
I've no obligation to explain my actions to you. That fragment of Soul Edge is mine.
Who in the world is this guy? Alright. Versus just a masked man. Alright, let's do it. Let's do it, Huang.
Fight!
Ow, thank you.
You're mine! Desolation!
I see that you are quite a skilled opponent.
You say that, but you haven't yet used your spear. I feel insulted.
You're mine!
Easy. I feel the need to ask. Are you one of these mad cultists?
If you want to know, why not ask those guys?
Of course.
Still fighting.
A wise idea.
Jesus, this guy's killing me.
Hands up! How did this happen?
Well, got him.
Foolish intruders. There's nowhere to run.
Does that answer your question?
Oh my
apologies for doubting you.
gosh.
How about I cook you dinner to make up for it?
Sounds fun, but let me think about it. First things first.
Indeed. Let's cut our way free.
Oh my god. There's no way.
Lord Wilhelm, Sir Huang, that was a beautiful diversion. Thanks to you, we were able to learn a great deal about their temple. We'd greatly appreciate it if you could assist us like this again.
No, thank you. That information you gave me has been a lifesaver. I never thought I would be addressed by name this far from home.
Su Hyun has long been an ally of ours. Rest assured, your secret is safe.
You'll continue to work on a cure and gather information on Lord Grow, then?
Of course, we're keeping Lord Dion and Lady Natalie of the 12 abreast of the situation as well. Lord Dion will soon be joining our chapter here. Would you care to meet him, Sir Huang?
You would let someone of my stature meet a high-ranking member so easily?
Of course. You've proven most helpful to the Aval organization.
And how is that?
I'm sure Lord Dion would gladly answer that question.
Understood. Once I've finished my investigation, I'll make my way back.
Oh my god. It's...
Do you really intend to go to Ostrainsburg? It is suicide to head there alone right now.
I do. I need to examine the traces of the catastrophe that Soul Edge brought to this world.
Then you would do well to stop by Wolf Krone on your way. With a letter from me, you will be shown a royal welcome at the palace.
Thanks for the offer, but I don't want to impose. Speaking of which, that Google hook, was it? It was great. You're a pretty good cook.
I'm glad you liked it, and that you have a sweet tooth.
Yeah, Mina always... that. It is thanks to a friend.
Hmm? Who is this friend? I won't pry if you don't wish to tell, but I am curious.
It's hard to explain. She's my master's daughter, and, well... How do I really feel about Mina? She's like a sister to me. But is that all?
Ah, she must be very important to you.
All the more reason not to die.
Yeah. Thanks for the warning. I sure hope Mina's safe.
Aww. Adorable. Long 7, the Terror of Oceanburg. With new information from the Alba organization, affiliates of his own master Wu Su-hyun, Huang makes for Oceanburg, stronghold of the Azure Knight who once wielded Soul Edge. The crumbled castle is once again filling with malfested. The organization warns Huang that infiltrating it is incredibly dangerous. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. Huang's resolve is unshaken.
Ostrainsburg Castle. I must be close. This evil aura is overwhelming. If I venture any closer, it may trigger the seed of evil inside me. Who's there? Show yourself.
Oh my god!
My name is Siegfried Stauffen. Once I... never mind. There's no time for introductions. If you're making for Ostrainsburg Castle, I have a favor to ask.
That giant sword in his back. He must be one skilled fighter. If it's important, I'll hear you out.
Thank you. There are people held prisoner inside the castle. I want you to save them. Take this map. It shows a secret passage into the underground dungeon.
I'll believe you. What are you going to do?
I need to go. Somewhere far away.
I won't inquire further. I have no choice but to use a talisman of iron will. I have to hurry before the talisman takes its toll.
Oh my god, no, Huang!
Stay quiet and move quickly. Follow the right corridor until you see a hole leading out.
You have our thanks!
You too. Hurry and escape.
I can't. They tortured me. I can't move my legs.
Those brutal monsters. Here, grab onto my back.
That's enough of that now.
Oh.
What do you think you're doing with the fodder?
My god.
So, you're the wicked fiend who tortured and imprisoned these people. I recognize him. We fought once long ago. To think he was one of Accursed Sword's thralls. Let me ask, what are you planning to do with them?
We're refining their spirits. We need a great number of special souls if we are to resurrect our king. Sadly, souls never seem to ripen enough naturally for our purposes. That's why we're applying a little bit of pressure. Hatred, pain, pleasure, hunger, and so on. Which trials will produce the most scrumptious souls? Alas, we've still not found an answer. That is why we cannot have our subjects escaping.
You certainly like to talk about your vile misdeeds, you twisted snake.
Vile? I treat them with more courtesy than they'd get from pillaging mercenaries or pathetic mindless malfested. But I doubt you will ever understand.
Jiminy Christmas. Alright, well, here we go. And so it begins.
Battle 1. Fight!
The mysterious knight. Alright, nice kick there, dude. Dude, nice spin attack. Ah, jeez.
Give up! Perish!
Oh, God. Got him! I'll take it.
Battle 2. Fight! I remember well your skill and your strength, Sir Huang Songdo.
So my memory was right. I'm disappointed, Johann Burer. You're good.
I tried to go for the grab.
You're mine! Desolation!
I missed.
It's time! KO!
Alright, just all the kicks in the world right there. I'll take that.
Fight!
My soul
I knew you
burned
with
with
purpose!
I missed! Yeah, I got him!
Lightning sword! Desolation!
Oh, God. Got him, I'll take it. Woo! Alright, looks like Juan wins this bout. Okay, so I guess then after this he goes to Hilda and then...
How wonderful! Not only your skill, but also that delightful darkness lurking in your heart.
Darkness lurking in my heart?
Everyone has a great darkness inside them, and sometimes it wears a mask of justice. However, people like you are incapable of noticing it on your own. Fortunately, our king can open that shadowy door for you.
This king you speak of, is he Soul Edge's new bearer?
The Azure Knight was once defeated and once reborn. Did you not meet him yourself mere hours ago?
I met this Azure Knight? He couldn't mean that man.
Our king is a bit of a capricious sort. He sometimes leaves to wander and roam. But soon that naughty habit will be rightfully repressed. It's a mere passing fit, after all. Now, enough idle chatter. You are the victor, so you may take your prize. This castle is a vile den of malfested. I would recommend you hurry out. You would do well to protect those who have already fled. Otherwise, they may just be hunted down by those mindless malfested roaming about.
You dirty...
We'll happily await your return, great hero of justice, Huang Songyeong.
Jiminy Christmas, this guy's crazy.
How do you feel? Can you move?
Not well, but I think I can walk. I am your country's enemy. Why do you provide me aid?
War is but a clash of competing values. Friend and foe can change at any moment. But this is no battlefield, so you are merely another in need.
You're too soft. I appreciate your kindness, though.
The talisman's effect has worn off. This strain is far worse than the last. What matters most, though, is ensuring my survival remains a secret.
Jesus. Alright, Huang. Songmina Side Story 1. Okay. So... Songmina's Side Story 1. Okay, wow. So her thing is like way over here. Okay. So, what I think I'll do now is actually do Soul Mina's story. So if I'm gonna do Soul Mina's story, and then get to her side story, the light vanishes. So, alright, so I guess what we'll do here is, we'll just go ahead and do Soul Mina. Alright, gang, well, the beauty of her all. Let's do it. The girl from the Seong Dojang.
I'm Song Mina. I grew up in the Song Dojang run by my father. 3 years ago, I went on a quest for Soul Edge, known as the Sword of Salvation, to protect my land. My quest went pretty well for a time, but then Huang brought me home. I guess it was wrong of me to run off without telling my father and all. He said I must redo all my training, and forced me back into the rigid life I tried to escape. But the truth is, that was the least of my problems.
Aww. Right, I think they say that... Oh, look at her, she's so
Lady
cute!
Mina, would you please marry me?
You again? Did my father tell you to do this?
Stop! I'd be a far better husband than you.
If both of you can beat me, I'll think about it. How does that sound?
What? Then count us in too! Yeah, and us too!
Fine. Just come at me all at once!
Aw, Song Mina. Aw. Such a beautiful lady.
Fight!
Now! Taya! Go! Taya!
You're mine!
I'll never
Got him.
lose!
Here we go! Yeah! Perfect! Got him. And that's the end of that guy. Golly, man, that guy just got all the stuff pushed in.
Fight!
Come! See ya! There! Taya! Taya, here you go! You're open!
Got it!
You're open!
Oh, God, missed!
No! See ya! Yeah. Huh? Taya! Taya!
Boosh! Got him! Oh, Song Mina.
Fight!
See ya!
Boom, the kick!
Taya! Fly! Taya! Where you going? Hug! Taya! You're open! Hug!
Got him! I'll take that perfect any day.
Fight!
Hug! Hug! Dodge! This! Hug! Hug! Yeah!
I've got
Where
this!
you going? Ready? See ya!
Got him! So long, dude. It's over for you. And Song Mina wins.
No wonder hardly anyone showed up today. I was worried that we lost all our students.
That day, I was surprised to see Huang home for the first time in a long while. Oh, Huang's my father's best student, and kind of like a mix between my mentor and my big brother. He was called a hero, and the country entrusted him with finding Soul Edge, the Sword of Salvation. My father also wanted me to marry him.
Really, though, I can't believe you're already old enough to think about marriage.
I'm not! Those guys were just joking because father keeps talking about wanting a son-in-law to take over the Dojang.
Oh, really? I've never heard him talk about that.
Huh? Yeah, I mean, I told him not...
So this is where you've been, Huang. Don't you think it's about time?
Yes, Master. I'm sorry I can't stay longer. Mina, I'm sorry I can't tell you more, but I'm returning to the army. We can protect our homeland with our own hands, even without the Sword of Salvation.
And that was that. Huang re-entered the military and now continues to fight for his country. Me, on the other hand, they wouldn't allow me to join the army because I'm a woman. But then what am I supposed to do? I too want to protect our homeland. When you said we, Huang, did that include me too?
Mina, that's not up to me. Do you understand what I mean?
So I can't protect our land with you because I'm a woman, or because I'm not strong enough?
Just hurry up and see him off! Silly girl!
That's funny. Song Mina 2, Fretful Memories. It was the last time I would ever see Huang. All I wanted was for us to protect the homeland together, but it felt like no one took me seriously. After that, I found it hard to concentrate on my training. Looking back, I really was clueless back then.
Oh, Mina, I was looking all over for you.
Did you come to humiliate me too?
What are you talking about? I'm weak and clumsy, so I respect how strong and bright you always are, Mina.
Then you must be really disappointed in me now.
No, of course not. Hey, I know. How about marrying me?
Wait, what? Ugh. I'll make Huang and Father admit I'm just as capable as them, no matter what it takes. Now that I think about it, Chol Huan was probably just trying to cheer me up. Next time I see him, I must be nicer. If there ever is a next time.
That's funny. Soul Mina 3, Seeking the Sword of Salvation, and so I left home again. I just couldn't think of a way to get my father and Huang to recognize my ability. In the end, I thought if I could get my hands on Soul Edge at last, the Sword of Salvation itself, then I'd be able to make them see what I am capable of. It was my second journey to the castle in the west, so I knew the route well, and I arrived in no time.
At that moment, I was just so shaken I couldn't think straight. Ivy, that swordswoman who was also searching for Soul Edge. She was cool, collected, and so mature. She treated me like a child, so I lost my temper and challenged her. No! I'm not done yet!
More fighting will only end in the same result. You're too weak. Farewell.
Hey! Get back here!
Well, that was riveting. Thanks for the entertainment. Ugh. But that should teach you not to pick fights with people like that again. I'm sure you'll get a lot stronger in the future. You're still young, after all.
Hey! Don't treat me like a child!
Ah, jeez. Okay, Mina, let's all calm down now. Let's just calm down.
Fight!
Ah, jeez. Okay, well, I'm doing great. Got him! Oh god, no.
Oh no! It's over!
Ow. Got him! I'll take that.
Didn't I just tell you to think more carefully about who you pick a fight with?
You also said I could get stronger. Can you teach me how to fight? We can use clubs or whatever. I don't care. That was the first time I met Kong Shu Chung, my master. I needed to get stronger if I wanted to find Soul Edge. So, I focused all my energies on forcing him to become my teacher.
I love it. Somebody does her own narration. I love it. I love it. Mina 4. Never a day without training. At first, my training consisted solely of fetching water and running errands to buy alcohol. Probably because I was in such a rush for my skills to be acknowledged, but in time, as I started to focus on becoming stronger, my master began teaching me proper techniques. Perhaps Father 2 was only, but there's no use thinking it like that now.
Yeah! Ha! Ha!
That's it! Looks like you're getting the hang of it.
Well, yeah, because you finally started teaching me for real.
I'm just giving you a simplified version, you know? Ugh. So, wanna spar again today?
Yeah, I'm tired of losing to a drunk.
Ha! I mean, he's still drinking. What do you mean, tired of losing? He's still going. Alright, well, let's...
Battle 1.
Oh, this is a 3-1 fight.
Fly!
Well, no.
Fly! You're mine!
Golly, he like flew to the moon. Oh, jeez.
No! It's over!
Okay, I'm trying to do...
Dodge!
Okay, Al, thank you. Thank you.
Teddy! Yeah! Go! Where you going? You're open!
Oh, jeez.
Where you going? You're mine!
I'm trying to do the other one.
Teddy up!
Oh.
Teddy up!
KO!
Just a simple boom. Sonic thrust, baby.
Battle 2. Fight!
Dodge!
Oh, God.
No!
Okay, that's enough of that.
You're open! Teddy up!
Oh. Ow, thank you.
You're dead! Teddy up! Yeah! Teddy up! This'll do it!
There we go.
You're open!
That's the move I wanted. Oh, jeez.
There!
Oh, God.
Teddy up! Teddy up!
I countered! There we go. That's the move I wanted.
Battle 3. Fight!
Now! Time to go wild! Go in! Teddy up!
Alright. That's right, I have this move.
I'm mad now!
There we go.
See? Hey! Shit! Go down! Teddy up! This'll do it!
I'll take that one.
Yad! Now! Now!
Oh, jeez.
You're dead! You're gonna pay now!
Got him!
I've no plans to!
KO!
Got him!
Would you knock it off?
Boosh! Way to go, Mina!
My. I can't believe you made this much progress in just 1 year. Guess I'll go buy some booze so we can celebrate your victory.
More drinking? Your body will give out one of these days.
You always nag me about that. What are you, my daughter?
My father's far more hardworking and accomplished than you. Aren't your family worried about you? Perhaps a wife or a daughter? After all, I often hear you mumbling in your sleep. You're our treasure, Xianglen. Stuff like that.
You've been hearing things. Now get back to your training.
Fine, fine. Off you go. But Master never came back. I've no right to teach you proper rod techniques. You need to carve your own fate. That was all he left me, scrawled in a note. I can't believe he kept me waiting all night. It made me pretty mad.
Oh my God. Wow, so that guy was Shang Lian's father? Oh, so when did that happen? So that was Never a day without training. So, okay, so this happened. So Helix incident happened. So in 1583, and that happened. Okay, so 2 years after the incident of the Ling Xing Su. Okay. Wow. Wow. Okay. Golly, I hope I find out what happened to him. Alright. You know, let's do it. The Malfested. So, Mina 5, the Malfested. I was annoyed that my master had left me, but then again, I was being insensitive. He would talk in his sleep, apologizing to someone called Shang Fei and another called Shang Liang. Perhaps he set off to carve out a new fate for himself. I hope so, at least.
After that, I traveled about, exploring ruins and underground labyrinths, ever in search of Soul Edge. My travels went well, but memories of everyone back home kept resurfacing in my mind. I was sure Father and Huang must have been worried about me. And I was worried whether my homeland had been invaded by lands to the east. When you said we, Huang, did that include me too?
Mina, that's not up to me. Do you understand what I mean?
What was Huang trying to tell me back then?
Traveler, help my family.
Are you okay? Such terrible wounds.
Take this.
What is this thing?
It's Lizard Man! Ba-ba-ba-ba! Here to save the day! Fight! Lizard Man wielding a freaking axe. Ah, jeez.
This'll do it.
Ah, jeez. Got him! Boosh! The slamma-jamma, baby. Sorry, dude, but it looks like you're out. Fight! Ow! Oh god!
Fly! You're mine! This'll do it! No!
Oh god! He's comboing me!
Now! Now!
Woo! Y'all see that jump? Woo! Woo! I'll take that. That was close.
I carried the man to the nearest oasis village, but he didn't make it. What he had handed me was an illustrated map and a metal plate with a snake crest carved upon it. As soon as I showed them to the villagers, I could see the color drain from their faces.
Oh, Feegle Sestimus. I knew it had to be those demons.
I suppose there's nothing we can do then.
But a bunch of people were kidnapped! Don't you want to save your families?
Of course, but we can't fight them. You should leave here at once, while you still can.
We don't want to get outsiders involved, especially a young girl like you.
What? You'd think I'd be useless?
That's not it. It's merely what you intend to do is not what we would desire.
I don't care. I'm tired of feeling as if I need someone's approval to rescue those dear to me. I'm going to save all of you. And my homeland, too.
He's gone.
Where is that girl heading?
Who are you?
Oh my god, it's Wong! Ah! The depths of darkness. Even without the Sword of Salvation, even if I wasn't ready, I was still determined to protect my homeland and those I love, no matter what. I didn't care how strong the enemy was. I'd rather have lost than just stand by in silence. Thinking back now, it's a wonder I could be so naive.
I followed the map to a vast underground temple. I managed to sneak in, but the unsettling atmosphere and weird smell quickly got to me. There were a lot of creepy instruments strewn around the place, but the creepiest thing of all was... What's this huge container for? Ugh, it's all gloopy. It reminds me of that monster. These are the villagers. They're still alive. What a relief. Are those lizards in there? There you are.
Oh boy, here we go. Alright, I'm ready for it. Let's do the dance that keeps on dancing. Hula! Hoorah! Got him!
You're open!
I missed, I'm terrible.
Get lost!
Boosh! Got him!
You're open!
I missed! I'm open!
KO!
Got him! I'll take it.
Fight!
Dodge! This!
He did indeed dodge.
Can you stand? Dodge! Here you go! Say yup!
Woo!
Fly!
Got him! Boosh! Oh god.
Go away! Go! Say yup! You're open!
KO!
I'll take that. Boosh! So long, Somia.
Fight!
Say yup!
Got him! Perfect! Launch him to the moon! Launch him to the moon and back. I'll take it.
You showed no hesitation when faced with our chimeras. You're not from the village, are you?
You threatened the villagers, didn't you?
What a rude accusation. They simply know the truth, that's all. They know these chimeras were once their family members.
What? No! You mean
We need the finest ingredients to make the finest chimeras. That settlement is our lab, and the bait we use to catch traveling warriors.
That's why they didn't want me to get involved.
What? Weren't you prepared to fight? So be it. I have many uses for a fine female warrior like you.
Yes. I didn't understand what it really meant to fight. All I could think about was protecting my homeland and proving myself. At long last, I realized what a child I'd been, but it was too late.
No, Mina! Song Mina 7. A flash cleaves the shadows. This diary of my journey is coming to an end. I discovered a lot about myself. It feels as though my life is about to turn a corner. I hope this diary someday reaches my father, Antoine.
What are you doing? Writing your will? Sorry, but you're not going to die just yet. The High Priest has taken an interest in you. You'll be heading off to our headquarters, along with this fellow. This is the girl I spoke of earlier, sir.
I thought you were going to save your homeland.
Huh? That voice.
I shall vanquish the evils of the ages.
What are you doing?
The villagers told me how to get here.
Those maggots! Neither of you will leave here alive!
You sure about that?
Yeah! We're gonna fight too! We need to save her!
The words of those who truly love their country possess a power that spurs others to action. Those who can move people's souls are what you call heroes.
I don't care what sort of damage it causes. Unleash our latest experimental chimera!
Mina, can you fight? You should finish this with your own hands.
Okay. I will never lose!
Go, Mina! Alright, well, let's do it! Defeat the Lizardman! Ah!
No!
I'm off to a great start.
You're mine!
Oh, jeez. That was unblocked. I just stood there and accepted that. Off to a great start.
It's over! Taya! Shit! Down! Taya, here you go! Say yeah! You know!
Oh, God! Ugh, the thrust!
Taya! Taya!
God, he just kicked me in the dishpan. Woo, woo, woo.
KO!
God, that guy just kicked me in the dishpan. Woo, woo, woo.
Fight!
Taya! This'll do it!
Got him!
I swore I protect my country!
Okay, well, we're off to a great start.
Here! Tanya! This'll do it! Hiya! No way!
I went for the counter!
Father! Watch over me! Shit! Taya! Hiya! Shit! See ya!
I won't
Taya!
Beat it, dude! Just beat it! Just beat it, dude. So long, dude.
Did I win?
Mina!
Mom?
Well done, Mina. It's not up to me whether we includes you. Now, do you understand what I meant?
Yeah.
Now, let's go home. It's time to take a break from searching for Soul Edge. We can protect our homeland with our own hands, even without the Sword of Salvation. Can we not?
Yeah! Hey, Huang. What happened to your job with the Navy?
Recently, I realized something very important.
Really? But you're so much older than me. I know. This is embarrassing, so give me a piggyback ride like you used to do.
I thought you said you hated piggyback rides because they were too childish.
Aww.
The names of the warriors whose fates were bound to the two swords have been etched into the very fibers of history.
And there's song, Mina. Alright, well, let's resume with the side story. Alright. The light vanishes. Soul Mina side story 1. No sign of Wong again. Many months have already passed since he left on his third journey. The Westerners have been terrorizing everybody with execution after execution. My father's being closely watched, so he can't leave to look for Juan. I have to do something.
Father, do you have a moment?
Oh, Mina. What is it, my child?
Well, I was wondering if there was any news about Huang?
No. I'm afraid I haven't heard anything. The investigation of the Society of Salvation in Wan Gabak is progressing slowly. Rather, it's proving extraordinarily difficult. The leader of the Westerners, Chung Chol's appointment to Right State Councilor has altered the power dynamic in the court, stoking fear.
Oh, I see.
I was such a fool for telling Huang he had to change. The boy's parents died when he was just a child. Do what is right. Help those in need and never lose heart. His parents' creed shaped the man he's become. I knew that. And yet I still told him what I did.
Father, that's all in the past. There's no point in worrying about it now. Huang's alive. I know he is. If you really want to tell him how you feel, you can do so when you see him next, right?
Indeed. How right you are, my child.
Huang's alive?
So it seems. I heard it was Greatblade who ran into him.
Well, if that old-timer said he met him, then it must be true. Oh, to make such an embarrassing mistake after all this progress, I'm so disappointed in myself.
Don't be so hard on yourself, you're doing well enough. You've empowered Westerner leaders, invented a convincing story about Easterner rebellion, purged our rivals.
My, to what do I owe the honor of all this praise, Princess?
I have to say I find your annoying tendencies quite endearing.
Now, is that sarcasm I detect?
Why would you say that? I happen to think very highly of you. Fierce Sword of the Inquisitor doesn't make for much fun. You, however, do.
I know, right? Let's continue to make things interesting then, shall we? If Huang Songyang is alive, how about we label the Song Dozhang a band of rebels and have them purged as well? Maybe proof of Easterner ties will be discovered at their Dozhang.
Okay, this man needs to be stabbed in the face. And no remorse. Huang 8, Astral Fissure. Huang saved the cult's captives, but his good deeds would go unnoticed. Where the world thinks him dead, everyone has a great darkness inside them, and sometimes it wears a mask of justice. The words of Johann Dior, servant of the Cursed Sword, cast a shadow over Huang's heart. He heads to meet Dion, one of the 12 of the evil organization. Even when night falls, the stars still glimmer above. Wow!
You must be
he's
Sir Huang Songyang. It is an honor to meet you. I am Dion. I have the privilege of belonging to the 12 of the Aval organization.
The 12 are the elite of the organization, are they not? To be greeted so graciously by one of your stature makes the honor all mine.
I would be remiss not to greet someone who aided our esteemed ally.
I'm sorry?
I speak of the Lady of the Lake. We think of her as the symbol of the Aval organization's long and storied history.
Dion regaled Huang with stories of the Aval organization and its past. Huang then shared with Dion what information he had gathered on his journeys. The conversation eventually turned to Huang's infiltration of Ostrheinsburg.
I see. So it's come to human experimentation, has it? The situation is far more dire than I thought. The individual you encountered was Johann Greatblade. He's considered a leader of the Malfested. He is a cunning outsider who once entered the Wolf-Crony Kingdom under the guise of a human to try to murder the regent, Hildegard.
A Malfested who's disguised himself as a human, yet takes a sword's name. The man who entrapped me, Juan Gabak, also had a blade-based moniker, Sword of Cursed Flames. I assume he, too, ranks highly among the Malfested?
You're a sharp one, Sir Huang. You assume correctly.
Huang Songgyong, can you hear me?
What is this? The talisman is speaking to me.
Suhyun, is something the matter?
Suhyun? What's wrong?
Given the severity of the situation, I'm using magic to conjure an image of myself. I'm sure this begs further questions, but they will have to wait. I cannot maintain this for long, so listen well.
The Westerners are targeting the Song Dojang.
I'm afraid so. You must return at once.
Understood. When will Gabak begin his siege?
Perhaps as soon as a week from today.
A week? There's no way I can return to Korea in such a short amount of time.
I'm aware of that. But I fear the worst.
There may be a way for you to return in time, but it is neither safe nor guaranteed to work.
I don't care. If there's even the slightest chance I can make it, I'll take the risk.
Very well then. If you are willing to walk a bit, I have somewhere I'd like to take you.
Oh my god, it's all kicking
What is
off.
about to occur here must remain a secret. I am only allowing this because the Aval organization owes you a great debt. It appears they've come. How fortunate for us you were so close. It's good to see you, Conduit. I did not call you here for another experiment. No. Today, I'd like to make proper use of this device.
What's about to happen? Oh my god.
That hole just opened out of thin air.
This is what we call an astral fissure. It is a gateway to a chaotic alternate dimension. That same dimension is the source of evil aura. The weak of mind will be consumed by its power. There have been several reports of individuals using fissures to travel thousands of miles in an instant, though they remain unverified.
Though I hesitate to operate on blind faith, I have no other choice. I will use the fissure.
I bid you safe passage, Sir Huang.
Thank you for your help, Lord Dion. Farewell.
And he is gone! Dude, kick off!
So this is the chaotic dimension. It's awash in a powerful evil aura. I will reach the other side of this fissure, even if it costs me every last talisman.